Hello students, welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed a lot during your summer holidays. But I also hope that you all studied, you did your revision, you completed your pending work in case you had any. I hope you all had a great time with your family also. And those who were not well, you took really good care of yourself, took rest. And now you're all geared up for your further assignments, right? So let's get started. So students, in my last video we discussed about the poem What is Pink, right? I have given you explanation of the poem, and so now the explanation is already done. We'll continue with the question answer part, but before that let's do a quick revision of the poem so that everything is there in your head before you start with the question answers. So what I'll do is I'll just give you a quick summary of the poem. All right. What is pink? Okay, this poem is written by Christina Rossetti. Now, according to the poet discusses about all the colors. What is pink? According to the poet, rose is pink. And where is the rose found? The rose is found by the edge of the fountain. Fountain's brink means by the edge of the fountain. What is red? Now, according to the poet, what is red? A poppy is red. Okay, what comes to poet's mind when we talk about color red? Poppy. So where is poppy found? In its barley bed, in between barley crop. What is blue? The sky is blue. Okay, so according to poet, what comes to poet's mind when we talk about blue color? The sky is blue, where the clouds float through. Now, what do we see in the sky? We see clouds in the sky. Alright, what is white? A swan is white, sailing in the light. Now, according to the poet, a swan comes when we are talking about color white. And where is it found? It is found sailing in the light. What is yellow? Pears are yellow. Okay, when we are talking about yellow color, pears come to poet's mind. And the pears are rich and ripe and mellow. They are rich in nutrients, they are all ripe, ready to eat, and mellow means very soft. What is green? What comes to poet's mind when we are talking about color green? The grass is green. And what is found in between the grass? With small flowers between. Okay. What is violet? Clouds are violet. Okay, now you must be wondering that clouds are white in color. But as we have discussed in the last class, that when we look at the clouds in summer twilight, twilight is the time before night. Okay, so when we look at the clouds at that time, the cloud seems to be of violet color. So that's why cloud comes to poet's mind when we're talking about color violet. What is orange? Okay, in orange we are talking about the color, but we are also talking about the fruit orange. All right, why an orange? Just an orange. All right. We discussed in the last class also about the various colors that the poet talks about in the poem. Okay, that comes to poet's mind when we're talking about a particular color. So we already, that's why the summary was done so quickly, because we already discussed about the poem in our last video. All right. So now that we have discussed again about the poem, so let's continue with the question answers. Understanding the poem, A part. Match the colors with the things. Green, grass. Okay, grass is green. Blue, sky is blue. Red, poppy is red. Violet, clouds are violet. Yellow, a pear is yellow. Pink, rose is pink. Alright? Answer these questions. Where is the rose? If you remember, then in the poem we discussed rose for color pink. And where is the rose found? What did we discuss? That rose is found at the edge of the fountain. Right? You remember? The rose is by the edge of the fountain. Okay? Write like this. Alright? Second question is, where does the poet see the poppy? You remember? When a poet is talking about color red, poppy appears in poet's mind when we are talking about color red. And where is poppy found? Poppy is found in the barley field. So how are you going to write this answer? So the answer is, the poppy is in the barley field. Where is poppy found? The poppy is in the barley field. Now the third question is, what is sailing in the light? You remember when we talked about color white, what came to poet's mind? A swan came to poet's mind. And where is it sailing? It is sailing in the light. So what is sailing in the light? A swan is sailing in the light. Let's write it like this. A white swan is sailing in the light. Okay? Write answers properly like this. Okay? Now students, the fourth question, what is in the grass? Now, when did the poet discuss about the grass? The poet was talking about color green. And what is found in between the grass? Yes, right. Flowers are found in between the grass. So, how are you going to write the answer? You'll write like this. Small flowers are there in the grass. Okay? Now B part, last question. Question number 5. When are the clouds violet? Now when we are talking about color violet, what comes to the poet's mind? Clouds. Now, white clouds, because in summer twilight the cloud appears to be violet. Now you write this answer like this. The clouds are violet in the summer just before night. Okay? C part, think and answer. What do you think would happen if things around you had no colors? Discuss. So now you can just imagine the world without color. You will not be able to give details about anything if there is no color. We can differentiate between two flowers on the basis of its color also. Color plays a very important role, right? Suppose you went for a birthday party and your friend was wearing a beautiful frock and the word is black and white. How are you going to define that frock? Mama, I need a frock just like my friend was wearing in that birthday party. You tell no your parents, and then you tell about the color also. If the color of that frock was red or white or pink, right? So colors are very important. Okay, in food also, with the color, with the appearance, you can make out, what food it is and how it is going to taste, right? So color plays a very important role, right? So we are going to write answer also according to the question. Let's do it. If things around us had no colors, then life would be dull. it would become very difficult for us to talk about anything in detail. Now, appreciating the poem, rhyming words. Read these pairs of rhyming words from the poem. Yellow, mellow. Green, between. These words have the same ending sound. They are called rhyming words. We use rhyming words in a poem to create a song-like effect. Examples: bake, lake, bend, mend. Right? So this exercise on the next page is related to the rhyming words. Write a word from the poem that rhymes with these words. Add a new rhyming word to the list. One has been done for you. Word from the poem, one words are given from the poem. We need to find the other rhyming word from the poem and a new rhyming word from our side. Pink, brink. The new word is ink. Same way, red, bed. And new rhyming word is shed. You can add any other rhyming word that comes to your mind. But make sure that it makes some sense. It has a meaning. Blue, through. Okay, this is there from the poem. And new rhyming word is glue. White from the poem, light, and new rhyming word bright. Violet from the poem, rhyming word is twilight, and the new rhyming word is quit. Okay, all right. Now the B part. Given below are the meanings of some words. Read these meanings and look for the words in the poem. Okay, explanation of words are given here. Meanings are given here basically, and we need to find word from the poem. Okay, now the first one is to be lighter than air and move slowly through it. It means float, right? Second one is fully grown and ready to eat. When do we eat a fruit or a vegetable when it is fully grown? When it's ripe, right? Third, a spray of water created by a machine. It's a fountain. Okay. Fourth, soft, juicy and full of flavor. It's mellow. Okay, mellow means full of flavor, soft, juicy. Fifth one, a bluish purple color. Right, it's violet. Alright, see, all the examples are shown in this picture. At least most of it. Fountain, this is shown. For color violet, this is shown. Right? For at least two things it is shown. Now students, last but not the least, the most fun exercise, fun time. Okay? Your favorite part of this whole exercise. Okay? Now this is draw and color. Draw a picture, color it using the colors of the rainbow. So you need to use all the colors of the rainbow. You need to make a picture. Make any picture of your choice. Okay? Alright. So students, I just hope that you will complete your work on time. Since this exercise, this poem, the exercise part was really small. So that's why we have completed it just one class, one video. Alright, complete your assignment on time so that it becomes easy for me also to correct and send it back to you. Watch video for the reference, right? See, today we have discussed everything in the class, but for reference you need to watch videos. Alright, okay then, take care and do your work on time, and we'll see you in the next class. Bye.